I don't want to be the first one to do the flag. Yeah? No?
Hey.
You like that? You want to be the first flag guy? All right, first flag guy.
All right.
First manager at Land Rover Houston Central.
I'm Chris Jones, Fixed Operations Director at Land Rover Houston Central.
So the background of the flag is a world, just kind of flat. It's kind of hard to see. We have an extremely diverse dealership, people from all over, islands, different countries, sales, service, parts. So the base of this is to kind of represent the entire group at our store being diverse and everybody included in one dealer and working together.
Doing that, and I learned a lot because I'm fairly new to it, about a year in at this store, realizing where everybody was from and trying to figure out the flag. I think, like you said, it was like, okay, here's a list of things that need to be this. Oh hell, this is going to be a lot of fun. And then what we realized, it was like, okay, how do we represent the dealership? How do we represent us? And I asked everybody to put one word. You know, what's one word that describes you related to our dealership, our team, where we're at? And that's kind of what circled it, right? Ask where we're from. Well, everybody's kind of spread out. Texas is a big state, but Houston's where we're from. And then, you know, one thing that kind of tied everybody together was we're committed, we're invested, right? Everybody makes an investment every day to come in. They make an investment behind the brand, and that pretty much tied it all together for us.
Yeah. Ooh, that was cool. Dude, these are. Like, look at that.
Hello everybody, my name is Justin Mcfarland. This is Bronson Gregory and Jeremiah Johnson. We're from Land Rover of Lehigh in Utah.
Nice.
Yeah, we kind of, in Utah, we kind of represent like all seasons and all things, winter, desert, mountains, so we thought we'd try to add that to the flag. So
that's kind of the four little sections there. We're also a four corner state. We truly bleed green though. A lot of our men and women are 10 years, so they've been there for 18 plus years, just working for Land Rover. I first started three years back. Justin's been there for 14 now. 24, sorry. I missed a decade, there we go. And Jeremiah's been there for 7 years. 7 years. When I first started, I kept seeing all this memorabilia from, you know, the 80s, the 70s, the 90s of just old Land Rover stuff. And our team really represents that, so.
Yeah, and we love it. So, ironically enough, obviously we know Utah's for skiing, right? So we have to have the mountains in there. But more importantly, we actually do bleed green. This is actually from one of our Land Rover events. So we actually hold an annual Moab event where we have all of our customers come, and we actually put on a huge event in Moab where we actually show them how to use their own vehicles, and we just have a great time, right? Because it's not just being the brand, we live the brand. Everything about Land Rover we love, and we're blessed to live in such a cool, diverse area that whether you're, you know, we've actually done some launch events up in Park City. I mean, we've done a lot of great stuff. But what matters most to us is what's on the back of this flag. And the back of this flag is literally the signatures from every single member of our dealership.
Oh, wow.
Because without them, we wouldn't be here. Without them, we wouldn't bleed green. And without people like this and these guys in the room, Land Rover is not a brand. And so this to us is the most important part of it, and that's why we want to make sure that even though they can't be here because only lucky 3 of us who got to come, we wanted them to kind of be a part of it, right? And so we brought all of this to us, and that's why we truly believe that we bleed green, and that's why we're excited to basically go with everybody here, because you guys do the same thing, live the brand, and so we're super excited, and thank you guys so much for coming. So like I said, we're excited to be part of this. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, my name's Brian Justema. I'm with all of us are from Land Rover Grand Rapids, and I've been with the dealership about 10.5 years.
I'm Jared. I've worked there about 17 years. I'm a technician.
I'm Demetrius, recent parts manager. I've been in parts for 4 years. Appreciate the opportunity of our dealer allowing us to come here and enjoy this time with all of you guys. So I'm pumped. I hope you guys are pumped.
Oh yeah.
excited to be here.
And we did our flag a little bit different. We took the theme of back in medieval England, everybody was in a suit of armor. We're here to do battle against all of you. Well, in medieval times, when they went into battle, everybody was dressed the same. There was only one way to tell apart your enemy from your teammate, and that was with a coat of arms. So this is our coat of arms we're taking into battle tomorrow. Land Rover Grand Rapids. What you see in the upper corner here, those are some of the charities that we strongly support through our dealership, our location. We are from the House of Sharp. We're owned by the Sharp family. It is a family-run dealership. The two Latin words you see on either side, habitus is one of our core values. That's positive attitude. Marte is initiative. So taking initiative, positive attitude, we're ready to go to battle tomorrow morning against all of you. One thing on a personal note for myself, this is my 1-year anniversary. A year ago I was in a bad motorcycle accident. I won because I am here today to be able to compete. That's just my own personal note. Thank you.
Jason, the parts manager at Land Rover Alexandria. This is Donnie, technician, and David in sales. Sorry, that's right there. We put the skull and crossbones on there because we're out to take whatever we can. We're gonna take from you guys whatever we can, right? We represent DC, so I mean we have a lot of dealers in that area, so we always compete with those guys and everything. So just want to let you know that we're gonna crush all those guys too. Other than that, I mean it's 2021. Actually, I put 2022 on there because we're not gonna do this for another 2 years. So other than that, yeah, that's what we are.
Awesome. I really want to just be like, I'm just going to channel my inner Marshawn Lynch and I'm just up here sitting there. And you're like, this is Donnie. I was like, oh, this is Donnie.
Yeah, well, that other phone doesn't work too well. I don't know. But you can video with yours and send it to me. Okay. Yeah. All right. Introduce yourself. What do you do?
Hey everybody, I'm Alejandro. I'm the internal service advisor.
I'm Caesar. I've been a technician for 5 years.
He keeps it running. And when he fixes one thing, something else breaks, and we fix that. And I'm Steven. I'm in sales. So we got guys from different departments here. And then Alejandro with the British flag. Okay. No, the British flag, so we always tell people they're British-made automobiles, so we're competing with BMW, Mercedes, the German brands, so we always have fun with our customers saying, welcome to the British brands. We're from Texas, so we put Texas flag on there. We have cattle, and so we thought we'd create a cattle brand for JLR. I don't know if you can figure what that is in the middle there. And then that was a lot of work, the sand, so with the Gorilla Glue and getting the sand to stick, but you know how they drew the first Land Rover out in the sand? We thought we'd do that. And then I hope that's North Carolina. Is that right? Is that right, guys? From Texas. Yeah, Defender, because I think last year they drove Discoveries, right? Or
Yeah, we did qualifiers last time.
yeah, that car's still broken, by the way. We're fixing it. So.
Don't look at me. I didn't drive it.
We broke it.
Yeah, it should be your team that broke it.
Yeah, and we put Land Rover TrēK 2021. So we just wanted to kind of represent, you know, all the different places that were involved. And man, that was a lot of work sending us a white flag and telling us to figure out how to get stuff to stick to it. But anyway, yes.
Not sure that was the exact instructions. But I can see, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
We were going to go with the traditional California bear on the flag, but we decided this is a little more fun. This is a little more what we are in California. Super diverse, right? The state. We went for the redwoods in the city here. I wish the Colorado team was here so we could gloat about Mount Whitney being the largest mountain in the continental United States, but they have the second largest. That's good. We got the beach, palm trees. We were originally going to print out a flag, but one of our sales associates actually was super excited about it. He wanted to volunteer and paint the flag himself for us. He got really excited about it, so we went for it. We do have an individual defender for each of us. This one represents Min. If you want to talk about Min, actually recently purchased a Defender himself.
Oh, wow.
He might be the most Land Rover enthusiastic salesperson I've ever met in my entire life. You had a recent off-road trip. Did you want to tell people?
Yeah, I mean, he asked me to tell a story about off-roading just now, and last week I was off-roading my Defender and almost flipped it. It was the closest to flipping it, so I was really scared. But I'm excited to beat the hell out of this thing and not be responsible for it.
Richard might be the most wizard technician I've ever met in my life. I've never seen anyone fix these cars as good as him, especially since they're in the shop so much. Richard is a kayak enthusiast. He actually had a recent story as well.
Hey guys, Land Rover Encino. My name's Rich. I've been with the brand since '99, believe it or not. Too long. My most recent kayak trip was in Napa, California, actually, where we got to go up the Napa River, which was awesome. We got to see homeless encampments from under the bridges from kayaks. It was amazing. Going to California.
That's all part of the California dream. Myself, Sammy Kovesi, I have a bicycle on mine. I was a cycling enthusiast. I actually one time got to ride my bike in a little group of friends of mine from Los Angeles to New York.
Wow.
We went cross country. It took us 30 days. It was fantastic. And to include the entire dealership, what we did to make the trees is we had everyone put their handprint for every tree, and we had the entire dealership staff do that. So that way they all felt included, and they really were very proud of doing it. Yeah, exactly. Like kind of, everyone was walking around with green paint at the end of the day. So with that, that's our flag, and that's what we want to represent.
Good job, guys.
Hello, Florida.
We're from West Palm Beach, Florida, Land Rover Palm Beach. I'll have Eric kind of start. My name's Chrissy, this is Junior, this is Eric. I am in finance, Junior's our tech, and Eric is in sales.
Yeah, so you can see we didn't actually send ours out to be printed or anything like that. So we actually put in the effort to actually days of work to do this instead of paying somebody else to do it.
Part of our parents'
So
crayons and
this is
markers.
legit stuff.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so we're established in 1987. This is our team. This is our whole crew. They all signed it and wish us luck. Told us not to flip it and get stuck and all that fun stuff. This is actually the U.S. here, and these flags represent the actual employees at our store. They were from, that's like, cool. South Korea to Spain and everything, all over the world. So that's pretty cool right there. And then down below here, actually, this is just a little snippet of us and everything. Like I like riding bikes. Of course, I'm an awesome dad, and I'm a trophy husband and an Ohio State Buckeye.
My name is Junior. I'm a technician. I'm into boating, fishing, and racing. I do a lot of racing on the side. That's me.
So we were kind of putting this together as like the runner or the rower from the past like events. So they made me run. I don't know why, but the travel one here is I've been to all 7 continents. I've seen all 7 world wonders. I'm a big travel bug. I play soccer my whole entire life, and I'm a huge CrossFitter. So if you guys want a CrossFit talk, I drink the Kool-Aid. We can talk about it all day. And other than that, just love sports. So anything to do with that. But yeah, everybody kind of signed it for us. We got Joe Biden here too. He did it. If you guys have any fans, or if we got Trumpies here.
We got MAGA for you too.
Yeah, so we're all family owned and operated. That's our dealership. We've been around for many years. I've been there 16 plus years, which is crazy because I know I don't look a day over 21. He's been there about 7. He's been there about 3. But our GM's been there about 30, 35 years.
He started as an apprentice tech.
He was a technician.
Oh,
yeah,
cool. Now he's
and
the COO.
this is like the brother
Yeah.
I never wanted. So, you know, sometimes if I'm with clients, he just turns
I'll
around
punch her
and
real
punches
hard in
me
the
in
gut
back as I'm
when
walking
nobody's
in.
looking, and
But yeah, we're all kind of family, so we really have been together a long time. We are brothers and sisters there. We definitely fight like it, and we definitely appreciate each other, and we love each other with that.
Yeah, we just don't want to finish 10th tomorrow. So if you need us to get out of your way, no problem, we'll move.
Yeah, we're here. We just got kicked last week, so we're here for fun. So yeah, yay!
Good job.
Dude, it's got like a stick and everything. Yeah.
We're also from California.
We went the extra mile and had ours printed out.
There you go. My name is Jin.
I'm Louis. Jerry. I've been in for 15 years. Started out in Atlanta. Worked for Buckhead.
There you go. How many
I'm
years
out in California.
I've been in South Bay for 15 years.
Wow.
Started with the brand. I've stayed with the same dealership my whole career.
Beautiful.
Well, I have a little dark past. I used to work with a company. They call themselves the best or nothing. And they weren't the best, so they were nothing, I guess. So I decided to go above and beyond. There you go. Here we are.
Drum roll.
Oh wow.
All right, I don't know if you guys know a town called Torrance. That's where Chuck Norris is from. That's the best character we can describe, I guess. Yeah, we're like about 15 minutes away from the water, so we have the surfing culture over there. There's a lot actually of our customers that surf over there. This is actually view from our favorite town called Palos Verdes, and this is right by where our old store location used to be, which is called Down the Beach. If you guys ever visit California, that's where you go grab some crabs, basically. Okay. So that's awesome. And this is our pier over there. This may not be our final flag because we're gonna have our pictures as a winner of this trip on the next one. Okay? All right. Nice. Cool. Yeah. So I've been with the company for about 4.5 years. Like I said, I was with Mercedes-Benz, and I'm so surprised with the culture of Land Rover, the brand itself, is because, I mean, yes, I mean, we have the dark past with the reliability issue and whatnot, but those customers keep coming back because there's nothing that drives quite like Land Rover. That's right. And customers are so connected to every salesperson, service advisors, and they understand. I mean, they just love the culture of this brand, what it provides, and I'm so excited for working with this brand, basically. When I was at Mercedes-Benz, something else. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a nice cars, but then I always describe Land Rover like this. When you go to a sushi restaurant, when you go to a steakhouse, you go to those sushi restaurants and steakhouse, you don't go to buffet to get those, what you're looking to get. I look at Mercedes like a nice buffet. They got nice cars of all kinds, but all we make is full-time 4x4 SUV. I mean, that's what our brand is, and I'm so excited to work for this company.
Awesome job. Yeah. Good job, Jan.
I'm ready to go get my money back.
Wow.
You're actually from the fun part of LA, from LA. So we have a lot of good stuff going on for us, a lot of sport teams. I had to personally fight to get the Clippers somewhere on this banner, this flag. My name is Miško, I'm in sales. We have John also, and then we have Rookie. Now we, aside from all of this sporting stuff and everything else, we actually dedicated this event and this flag to one of our members, and Alvaro will tell us a little bit more.
I don't know. Alvaro, I've been with JLR, same dealer, got a new look, but I've been there for 20 years. Yeah, we dedicated this flag and this event to our coworker. His name was Javi. Passed away last month of August, the last weekend of August. Just kind of dedicate this event to him. He was here, he was there for 23 years as well. So this is for him. And as you see, this flag incorporates a lot of LA, Hollywood. We've got the Walk of Fame, La Brea, that's where we're at. And you guys, everybody sees the tire tracks. A lot of we're here for off-road events, but in LA, it's a lot of urban jungle. So that's where those cars are used the most.
I'm John Sanderson. I've been with Land Rover since 1993. I've done TrēK before in 1999. It was pretty grueling. So you guys are all in for a grueling day tomorrow. These are our three of us. They're our team. And all roads lead to LA. We're here to win the competition.
So it might be off the record, but we were the first actual Jaguar dealership on the West Coast. We sold the first car to Clark Gable, XK120.
Beautiful car.
And we were one of the newest dealerships because we just 4 months ago moved into the new building, and I believe we're the second largest in the country, size-wise.
I believe it.
Yeah. So that's all we have.
I think one thing I also want to mention is that we started to talk about TrēK, but what happens if you win TrēK tomorrow? Like what?
You come back.
You do it again.
When do you come? You get to come back and do it again.
Yeah.
So if you win TrēK tomorrow, what happens? You get a gold medal, you get a blue ribbon.
You get your picture. You get a
Your
picture.
certificate. No, if you win tomorrow, you're going to be back in about 2 weeks to compete for the final. In the final. All right, so we take the winner of each wave. They'll come back. They'll compete again. So the final is like this on steroids. So we crank it all up just a little bit, make it a little harder, a little longer. It's a few days instead of 1 day of competition. It's 2 solid days of competition. Now, what happens if you win the final? Oh, that'd be good. I wish there was a world champ. I get to travel as the coach.
They put your picture in the next year's trip.
You get all the TrēK groupies.
You get to
The TrēK groupies come to the store. That can be good or bad.
Picture does go on the website.
Picture goes on the website. No, but you know what you actually get is you automatically get to go to the Journey to Excellent award trip, and you get to take your spouse.
Oh, cool.
So if you win this year, you would go on next year's trip. And so that's kind of cool thing to do. And so I'll hand it off to Ramsey, who's going to explain all the ins and outs, all the stuff that you need to know about the most important thing tomorrow, which is if you want to be successful, you have to do your best to not get lost.
Good.
That's the hardest task, is to not get lost. So he's going to tell you all about it. I'll start passing out.
Lots of roads out there that are not on this map that we are not using. A ton. So we want to make sure you guys don't get lost. So as you drive around tomorrow, you're going to see markers like this. They're logoed, green stake. They will be basically when you come to an intersection, when you have the option of going down a trail or a gravel road, look down it. If you see one of these, good to go. If you don't see one of these,
You're lost.
don't go. That will get you lost. Okay? So, if you see this side, you know you're still on the right path, right? Because it's telling the other side. Good? Does that make sense? A lot of blank stares. Same side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Let me tell you something about these. You know what this can do?
Touch it.
This can slice right through a tire. So if you have to drive so close to see this that your tire can touch it, use your teammates. If you pull into a challenge tomorrow, and this is just marking where you're supposed to park, and you come up and hit it and pop your tire, the clock still runs, everything goes. So pay attention to what you're doing. Good? Any questions on this? No? Good? Some very important landmarks. We'll start with where we are now, which is the tent, pretty much the middle, a little above the middle. Everyone see the tent?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we currently are. The trail that's closest to us is right up here outside the gate, but it also goes down the fence line just on this side of the gate, and you'll see one of those markers there. So that's important to know. Also the big lake here. Everyone see the lake?
Yeah.
So that's actually right out in front of us. You can't see it from here, but that's right up there. So if you're driving around tomorrow and you don't know where you are, but you see a lake, do some map. It's a navigational map. I think you'll start to get it. The bridge where you crossed, you'll drive by that intentionally. So if you don't know where you are, you drive by the bridge. Again, these landmarks are there to help you know where you are. Then you have all the numbers in yellow. Those are the tasks that are out there. So when you get to a task, confirm that it's the task you're trying to go to. So if you want to go to number 3, make sure that when you get there it's number 3. If it's not number 3, find out where you are. So that will help you figure out where you are, right? Right, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So as you go through the day,
use those landmarks. There are some, on a couple trails, some blue arrows. That is one way. Is that clear which way the direction that is?
I see that.
Yes? When you get to the beginning of one of those trails, there will be a sign that says one way only. That is the entry sign, so you can go down that trail. So number 7, only way to get to number 7 without hiking through some very thick forest would be to go down or up that one-way trail.
Are those faster ones? Those are the faster trails, the ones with the arrows?
Oh, faster?
Yeah.
Preferably not.
Okay, gotcha. Those are boosters.
Booster,
Yeah,
yeah,
boosters. They're boosters like on Mario Kart where you go faster. Yeah.
I'm with you.
Okay, gotcha.
I still dominate my kids. It's the one game. I'll hold on to. At the other end, the sign says "Do not enter." Okay? Can we agree that we don't enter that side? Yes? So there's one way down here. At this point, it was closed today due to the weather conditions, which means if you want to go to 12 or 14, you would either have to go around to 14 and then come back up that same way, go to 12, come back from there if that's closed. There will be signs there if it is closed. It's just it was too dangerous, too slick. There's a drop off set. It's right near the river, right?
It's gonna be closed. Yeah.
So it's gonna be closed. So plan on that. So you cannot go through that. You'll have to turn around at 12 and turn around at 14. Come back out the way you went in. Good? Any questions on the map? Is it north up? I believe it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. North is up. Any other questions so far?
That's cool.
You mentioned there are other trails, but we're supposed to just follow the orange line only, or can we?
So you'll have the orange lines with the markers. You will see a lot of other signs that are not like that. There'll be orange arrows, X's. There's a lot going on this property, so make sure you're following just the Land Rover signs, and don't just see an arrow and start following it. Because even if you see a blue arrow on a sign, probably should not follow the blue arrow. No, it's not. So there's going to be quite a bit going on the property tomorrow. Aaron's going to tell you more about that later, but we want to make sure we stay in our designated areas. Good?
Yep.
So we're going to turn this over and look at the back side. So this is where we start talking about information on the tasks that you will have a chance to compete and complete in.
Oh, that's cool.
Tomorrow. So there are 15. There are 15 on this side, right? At any point tomorrow, you can go to any one of those tasks. You do not have to go in order. You don't have to start with 1, then go to 2. As you can see, that would probably not be a great idea if you're looking to be efficient. So you have the opportunity to plan out and go to any of these in any order you want as a team. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have from when we start in the morning, about 7:15, until 2 o'clock to get to as many of these as you can, complete the task, and then be back here by 2. In any order you want. Good? There's little names on most of these that kind of maybe say something about them, but maybe not. Maybe we're just having fun with it, so don't look too much into the names. Over in the middle, you'll see point values, so that's important. Tasks are worth different amounts of points that may determine your plan and how it goes tomorrow. So, with those points, we're going to talk about those points. The person who does it the best and the fastest will get the maximum points for that task. They'll get 40 points. The second place for that task goes down 10%. It will be 36, then 32, and so on for how many people go to that task to complete it.
There's a few of these have asterisks on them. Does everyone see what that means down below?
Team and this team.
Okay, what does a single asterisk mean?
Two teams.
Okay. So, if you show up with just your team, what's going to happen?
You won't be able to do the event.
That's right. The instructor will say, "Nice to see you. How's your day?" And you'll say, "Can we come in?" And he'll say, "Nope." So, you can show up and wait for someone to drive by. You can see someone on the road and pair up with them. However you want to do that, you need to show up with 2 teams to complete that. If you're waiting there by yourself and 2 teams come in together already, they will go ahead of you. Okay? Is that clear?
Love it.
So those two teams. The 2 asterisks. Does everyone see station 5, 11, and 13? What are the names of those?
Question marks.
Yeah, they're mystery tasks. Down below you'll see the mystery tasks may or may not be open tomorrow. You won't know until you get there. So, you may drive to number 11. If it's open, there'll be an instructor there. And say, "Come on in." He'll explain what's supposed to happen. You can do it and leave. If it's not open, there'll be a sign that says "Mystery Task Closed." Move on. It will not reopen at any point in the day. Yes?
Can one mystery be open and the next one closed, or will they all be open or closed?
It could be 1 or 2 or 3 or none.
They're all in the event. Okay.
You're not going to tell us until we get there.
It's a mystery, right? So, it's kind of a risk reward. It may be worth stopping by if it works into your plan, or maybe it won't. So you won't know until you get there. So about the tasks themselves. So when you roll up to a task, most tasks will have 2 stakes with a rope across it, a gate, and a sign saying which task it is. So when you pull up, if the gate is usually down, that means it's available for you to come and try. You'll see the instructor there, or potentially what happened to me today was the instructor might be on a 30-second pee break. So don't just rush by it. Look around, be just around the tree.
Hello.
So just give them a moment. But it's down, you'll enter, he'll put the rope up, close the gate. He will explain what the task is. So at that point you'll learn what you're supposed to do in the task. You are given 1 hour, up to 1 hour, to complete the task. Okay? If you do it in 10 minutes, then you're done, you can leave. When you get there and complete it and leave, go on to your next task. If you get there and the gate is closed, you may be able to see what's going on, you may not. It may be around the corner. So if the gate is closed, someone is in the task. Someone's actually doing it at that time. So you have the choice to sit and wait until they're done, or you can leave and come back and check later. If you choose to stay and wait, how long might you wait?
1 hour.
Up to 1 hour. So you don't know. If you ask the instructor, if he's that close, he usually isn't, but if you ask them how long have they been here, he will not answer you. Not being unfriendly. It's just, that's going to be your choice. Okay? So, do that, move on. You have how many tasks?
15.
And you have up to how long to do a task?
An hour.
Can you do math?
Mm-hmm.
No. Right? Okay, no. There's 15 hours worth of time you can spend. But you have how much? So you're going to have a little over 6 hours tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it depends on what your plan is and what you want to do tomorrow and how long each task will take. Most of these tasks you can get there, and if you decide to leave, you can leave once you start. The instructor, when they read the instructions to you, they will say at some point, I'm starting the clock. So the clock will start. At that point, you have made an attempt at the task. So you will get points for that task. Does that make sense? Even if you did that, you started the clock and you said goodbye. Left, you still are going to get points. What if you were the only team who went to that task that day?
You get all the points.
It's a pretty good deal, right?
What if a couple people expire the clock?
At 1 hour, you get kicked out.
If there's multiple teams that expire, how do they determine the rank?
First one?
Oh, okay. So, the task, all of the tasks are set up to where we want you to do them correctly first, with no penalties, so you want to do it right, and then time comes after that. So if team A comes in and does the task, and they do it in 10 minutes, but they have 1 penalty. Team B comes in and takes 55 minutes, and they have no penalties. Team B will get more points than Team A because it was penalty free. Okay, so you want to be precision over time, but usually when you have that precision, the time comes with it. Okay, if you rush through it, get a lot of penalties, you're not going to get a lot of points that way. Good. The shuttle buses specifically have been told not to pull over because they get stuck. So please keep that in mind. Be the courteous one to, if you have a spot close by, do it. If you have to back up some to the wide spot, please do that when you're on the road. So that's a good question. Anything else at the moment? Good? Am I miss anything on the tasks? Yes.
How many points can be gained at the mystery tasks?
Okay. I believe that it's 20 points you can gain at the mystery task. So on the mystery task, it's a little different than the other tasks in that if you show up and you complete the mystery task or tasks, you will receive 20 points no matter what. That is not a scaled task. So if you go there, it's open, and you complete it, you get 20 points, period. There's also no time limit on a mystery task. So if you want to spend 5 hours for 20 points, you're welcome to do that.
You can fill around for an hour and then nothing.
Oh, yeah.
You get something for showing up.
You can do that too.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
On a mystery spot, you get something for showing up.
Yeah, you get something for showing up.
No.
Oh, no.
So it's all or nothing.
It is all or nothing.
Are you locked into an hour?
No.
You can leave.
But they do close at 12:30.
If they're open.
If they're open.
If they're open, they'll be open from the start until 12:30.
You have to be done by 12:30 or in to be done.
You have to be done. You will either be kicked out or the instructor will just walk away. if he walks away, there's no one to give you any points. But they will tell you that the time is up. So it's not like a restaurant where you sneak in at 12:25 and then you can eat for another half hour.
Can you do one twice?
No.
Okay.
No, you can't.
Okay.
So that's a good point. As you are going throughout your day and you do a task and you're driving back by it, let's say, and you think, we can do better. Can we try it again? No, you cannot. So 1 attempt per task. Good? Anything else on the tasks?
Maybe I think just describe when they pull up what they'll experience.
Yeah.
Compass and GPS and their team flags? Yep. All right, so it was obviously, well, I say obviously.